to this happy place, welcome.
Hey guys, it's Tim, and welcome to another episode of the Dreaming of Disney podcast, episode 78 of our podcast. Coming up, we're very close to 2 years doing this thing.
Are.
Very close. I'm with my beautiful wife, Audrienne.
Hello.
There she is.
Here I am. Yeah, in March, I believe.
March, yeah. Yeah, we started off with our recap of our Disney World trip.
Yeah, I think we were like testing it out, and we were like, let's just record. It was like fresh in our mind. And we were like, let's record our recap of our first day and just see how it feels.
Yeah.
And that wasn't even the first one that we aired, though, because we aired like an introductory episode. But the first one we actually recorded was our recap, because we were like, let's just see how this feels. And we were kind of nervous, and I have to go back and listen to it.
I don't want to go back and listen to it.
I kind of do.
It's kind of like going back and seeing my old work and watching it. I'm like, oh.
Right? But I kind of do. But anyways, yeah, so that's coming up here. Yeah.
Yeah, very close. We'll have to think of something to do.
Something to do.
But we're about, 3 weeks away from our next trip?
Yes. Disneyland. Going with a group, going with your fam.
Going with my family. They haven't been. Well, actually, my parents have gone recently.
I wouldn't say recently. It's been
a couple of years.
Probably like 4.
It's been that long?
It was before
Oh, wow.
It was before they closed.
Okay.
So
I thought it was after for some reason.
No, I think it was before. And they only went for like half a day. I think.
Yeah.
And then I don't think your sister's been since she was a little girl.
My sister hasn't been gone since me and my family went when we were younger.
I don't think so anyway. I know she's been to Downtown Disney, but I don't think she's been to Disneyland. And then our nephew's never been.
Yep.
I don't know about your sister's husband. I don't know if he's ever been.
I don't think so.
So it's coming up. The boys are really excited to show their cousin things and take him around, and
bummed that they released the entertainment schedule. No fireworks. It's gonna be Mickey's Mixed Magic.
I don't think it's his first time at Disney.
I know. It's just gonna be projections.
He has been in Anaheim and seen the fireworks from outside the park, but it's not the same. I was so bummed. But
World of Color. I guess we didn't talk about this previous week, but the World of Color 1 has been confirmed that that's coming back in January. So
it's crazy about it as just like the regular World of Color, like whatever.
It was the 60th anniversary.
Well,
version.
No, but even the one before that, just like World of whatever it was. I don't know. I don't know. I think maybe I was expecting more because it was like 100, the World of Color, and I just was like, not that I'm not complaining. It's an amazing show.
I think it's because it's the most updated.
It didn't pull at my heartstrings.
Yeah.
Like other ones do.
But this one's the most updated. It has like all the latest movies, has Star Wars, all the latest Star Wars.
I did like the Marvel part, which was cool. Kind of surprising to me because even though I like Marvel movies, like I like the Avengers and all that, I'm not like, I don't love it in the Disney parks. Like it doesn't feel Disney to me. So like whenever they add it in, I'm like, ugh. But I did like the Captain America part.
Yeah. Oh, that part of Endgame is so good. I want to watch.
Oh, Endgame is good.
We watched all the Marvel movies from beginning to end. I kind of want to do that again.
We should. We should do it with the boys now that they're getting into it.
Yeah. But anyways,
this is not the DMSW podcast.
Yeah, Johnny, this is not the Disney Marvel Star Wars podcast. Your territory. But last week we talked about we haven't done a lot of tips episodes, and so we're kind of we want to do some.
It's been a while. Yeah,
it's been a while. I think once we go to Disneyland and then Disney World, we'll probably have some more Genie Plus tips.
Yeah.
We can refresh. We haven't done that in a while, but last week we did rainy day tips since we're in the rainy day season for California.
Mm-hmm.
And so things to get prepared for that. But now something that everyone's interested in. Saving money.
Who wants to save some money?
I do.
Yeah. So we were thinking of the top 5 money saving tips that I could think of. I'm sure there's other ones and better ones, but this is what came up in my mind. So.
Okay, go for it.
Here we go. Actually, I just thought of one that doesn't apply to us because we don't have it, but I know before, like years ago, I think like AAA, like they'll have deals and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So always check that. Oh, I thought of another one. Ooh. Okay. Hang on. I'm going to add this to my list.
We're doing this live, folks.
I thought of one. But I remember like when I planned a trip with like my siblings, my mom, like she had AAA and going through AAA and we got like, better discount, on hotels and stuff. I haven't had AAA in a very long time. So I'm not sure how that's still a thing. I mean, I know what AAA is, but like if they still offer discounts, but if you have AAA, check into it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the first one I thought, bring your own water bottle. Water bottles there are stupid expensive. Just like if you go to a movie and it's like a water bottle for like $6, like $7, $8.
Bottled water.
Bottled water.
Yeah,
yes.
not water bottle.
Sorry, bottled
water. So if you have a Hydro Flask, Stanley, bring those.
Yes. Even I've heard people of bringing in a flat of water, like a smaller flat of water.
Oh yeah,
and putting
I've
like
seen
if you have a stroller.
Yeah.
And you have, then your family can take from that. Cause you can take that in. A lot of people don't know, especially people that don't go regularly, that you can take food in.
Yeah.
Cause I think there's some parks like Six Flags. They made my nephew dump out his water.
That's ridiculous.
They wouldn't let him take in his water.
That's ridiculous.
So it was forced. And this was a few years back, but like, yeah, he couldn't take in his own water. So I don't know if they've changed that. But Disneyland, you can. So we have like a thermo flask, hydro flask situation for everyone in our family. We fill it up at the hotel. And then they have throughout the park, there's one in Tomorrowland. There's one in Galaxy's Edge. There are other places. There's certain places where there's an actual water fountain, water bottle drinking fountain. So it's, it fits your water bottle. You can fill up, but also any quick service, you can ask for ice water. Every time we eat, we will get ice waters and just fill all of our cups.
Yeah.
We'll get like in the hotel. What I've done the last several times, we'll do like a grocery delivery, like Walmart or whatever, delivery to the hotel, and we'll get a few gallons of water. Yeah. That way we can fill up everybody's water before we go. If you just want to take bottled water, maybe throw just a few extra bottled waters to fill up your water bottles. But yeah, that's going to save you money. And it's also very important to stay hydrated.
Especially in the summer.
Yeah.
I like to, in the morning, like pack our water bottles up with ice, like more than like usual.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it melts throughout the day. But if you have a hydro flask, it stays cold. And so that way, when you need to refill it with just the water, not like ice water, you still have ice in there.
Yeah. If you like ice water. We like ice water.
I like super cold ice water.
We like ice. Also, like I had just mentioned, you can bring your own food. So you can't bring a huge cooler, but you can bring lunch boxes.
Yeah.
You said last week they have lockers. Like if you don't want to carry it with you, you can rent a locker. We have a stroller, so we will pack. Usually we pack lunch so that we can have dinner.
Yeah.
And typically you and I will share lunch, and the kids at the park and the kids.
They always get on this like, what do you guys get to have?
We're like, because
we're adults and we've earned this.
In Disney World, though, we packed our own lunch because we were there longer. It was just a more expensive trip overall.
Until the fridge went out in our room.
Fridge went out
and we had to buy all new food.
Spoiled a bunch of our food that I had got from Walmart. And
don't get us started.
Yeah, that was very disappointing and cost us a lot more money in the long run because I had planned lunches for everybody. We were only going to have dinner, and then we didn't have lunch. Anyways, but yeah, when we went with our big group last February, the majority of our group, we all packed lunches.
Yeah.
And then
we were also staying at an Airbnb. And so we had a full on fridge.
We had a full kitchen. So again, we did like a Walmart order, got groceries, which you can do to your hotel, and pack lunches, put them in your backpack or rent a locker. You could do it for both meals if you want, if you don't care about the food and you're really wanting to save, like you could do that. Snacks. Even though we typically get dinner we buy dinner in the park. But we pack snacks, I cut up a bunch of apple slices. I bring goldfish. Our kids always have called them fishies. But I bring snacks even for myself.
Goldfish crackers. We don't bring actual goldfish.
I bring some goldfish. And
they like it sushi.
I think everybody knows. I think everybody knows what I'm talking about. But yeah, like either way, even if you don't want to pack a lunch, bring snacks, because especially if you have kids, but even for yourself, if you don't have kids, you're in line and you're like, man, I'm hungry. And you just need something, like just
grab a Snickers.
Great. Not a Snicker. I mean, you can if you want. I'm not judging. But like,
hungry, grab a Snickers.
Some granola bars, some fruit, some, whatever. We were in line. I think it was when I went with my sister. We were in line for Smuggler's Run. And there were these little girls in front of us with Lunchables.
Oh, yeah. I see that all the time.
And they were just like snacking on Lunchables. Which they sell these in the park, but it's going to be a whole lot cheaper. Uncrustables.
Oh yeah.
The peanut butter and jelly.
Get a pack of those.
We had the last several trips have gotten a pack of those. Our daughter loves them. If you have older kids, they're kind of small, but it could be a snack. Yeah. So that is a huge money saver. Like if you don't pack food, you're going to be spending a lot more money. And like I said, there have been days too, like usually the day we leave, we don't pack a lunch.
Yeah.
So it's like, we know we're going to spend more on food that last day. But so if you want to, if you have the budget and you don't, you want to buy all the food, then
go for it.
Do it.
But you can
save a lot of money. And typically like our kids don't care, or maybe I think we did this in Disney World where like, they were just getting kind of bummed at always having a packed lunch. So we got some fries. They were like wanting fries. So they had their packed lunch, but then we got an order of fries for them to share. So it's like they had something, but that's still saving money.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Or get just a round of hot dogs.
How dare you? Go listen to episode 2. No, I don't know. I don't know.
One of our early episodes about our experience of eating at Animal Kingdom at Disney World. It was not good.
It wasn't good. Anyways, it really wasn't that bad. It was, like there was nothing bad.
There was nothing bad about it. We were just at wit's end, and we were
and
tired
I don't
and
like
exhausted.
Oscar Mayer hot dogs. Okay. Okay. Rope drop. Skip Genie Plus.
Ooh, spicy.
Genie Plus is ridiculously priced.
Especially now it's gotten out of control.
I haven't looked. I mean, I saw the reel that you made and the price. And I was like, oh my gosh.
$39 at Disney World.
That makes me want to vomit.
$39 per person.
Okay, so let's just round up to 40 because it's easier math.
Yeah.
That's $200 for us.
Yeah.
$200. And in another 6 months, it would be $240. because Gigi will be 3.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
that is sickening. That's so stupid. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay. But again, like the real, like we do it, you know?
Yeah.
Not all that. Well, we haven't, we've never paid that
Money's
much.
no object.
What are you crazy? I'm not paying that much.
Diamond encrusted business cards. Suits reference if you're into Suits on Netflix. It's a good show. Watch it.
I'm on my 3rd time. Tim's on his first.
I'm on my first time. I'm hooked.
He tells me several months ago when he starts watching it, he's like, I'm watching this show called, I've already watched it twice.
Yeah, it was when I had COVID.
Yeah, and I was like, I've already watched it twice.
I needed to watch something and I've heard about this. I'm like, well, watch it.
And then I was like, I want to watch it again. So I started to. But anyways, okay. So if you rope drop, you could get some big rides in first. Mm-hmm. Space Mountain, Big Thunder.
Yep.
Not have super long waits. And then if you get the big ones in first, I feel like this might be a little bit better in Disneyland than California. If you make sure you get those big ones in first that you want to do later in the day, you might not mind waiting a little longer in line. Get a snack, play some heads up on your phone and be okay with waiting in line a little bit. But if you're not going to get Genie Plus, I 100% think you should rope drop.
Yeah. Or if you're not the morning person, maybe wait until, park close.
Yeah. Or go in a little later, but stay until the park closes and hit those rides. Mm-hmm. The one that is difficult. It's like individual lightning lanes, like Rise. Yeah. No matter what, well, I don't know. When we went in August, we hit on a slow day. We waited 25 minutes and that was insane. Yeah. So that's not typical. You're probably going to wait around an hour unless you want to buy an individual lightning lane.
Just be aware with Rise of the Resistance at Galaxy's Edge. It does close earlier than the park. Yeah. So if the park closes at midnight,
we'll do that last thing.
No, it closes usually around 8 or 9 o'clock in the evening. So, just kind of, if you don't know what times it can close, ask a cast member. They'll tell you what times it can close. So that way you can make sure you can, if you want to get that ride in before they close down the ride.
Yeah. But if you're not going to buy Genie Plus, which completely understand.
It's $30 today, just so you know. Disneyland.
I would rope drop because a lot of times, if a lot of people are going straight to Rise or Mickey and Minnie's, you could get on Space Mountain and not have a long wait, and then head over to Big Thunder and have probably a little bit longer of a wait, but not too bad.
You could get all of Fantasyland done in the morning.
Right, but that's not a bear ride. But also some rides in Fantasyland like Dumbo and Peter Pan do get up there. Mm-hmm. The lines get up to like 45 minutes. Yeah. So you can get all of Fantasyland done. Yeah. In an hour or so.
If you're staying at a Disney hotel, make use of the early morning hours, the 30 minutes before.
You can get on. Typically, you can get to Tomorrowland. Sometimes they don't open Space Mountain. Sometimes they do. But you can get all of Fantasyland done and then probably rope drop Mickey and Minnie's when the park actually opens at 8. Yeah. And not wait for that. Or you could do, if Space Mountain opens within that first 30 minutes, hit that. Like you can get a lot done if you're not going for Galaxy's Edge. Yeah. In the early morning. So if you get those big rides, then later you can do things like Jungle Cruise, which usually only gets to be about 30 minutes. You can get, Indiana Jones is one that's always high. So maybe you want to rope drop that one because Indiana Jones, Space Mountain, Rise, they typically always stay high.
Yeah. And if you're going multiple days, have a game plan of this day we're going to rope drop Indiana Jones. Tomorrow we're going to rope drop Space Mountain. Yeah. So that way you can, kind of have a game plan on which ones you want to do.
And again, if you're staying at a Disney resort, which if you're listening to Money Saving Tips, you're probably not, or maybe you are.
Maybe you are
like,
because
hey,
you splurged
we spent the money on this.
Also, be aware the early morning hours or.
Right.
It's now different. It's not every day.
It's not every morning. They alternate parks every other day. So,
I'm not 100% sure which days. I think
I know we need to look at that because, but 100% look and see what day, whatever day you're starting at California, make sure you get the early, if you're staying at Disney Resort, do the early entry for California Adventure, rope drop racers.
Yes, 100%.
150%.
Don't do anything else.
No. Because racers is high and it stays high and it's an individual lightning lane and it is one of my favorite rides.
Yeah.
When we have done it, when we have rope dropped for early entry, they don't open the ride until 8, but sometimes they'll let you in the line before 8. Mm-hmm. We always have to do a rider swap, but the first group, it's typically you in Boston. I think it's always been you in Boston.
Yeah.
You guys wait 15 minutes, maybe. There was one time I think you guys basically walked on because they opened it early. Time. They started running it before 8. Mm-hmm. And then you see, I'm usually outside doing other things with the other kids, and you see at 8 o'clock just this mass group crowd running down Cars Land. Mm-hmm. So if you're not staying at a Disney hotel, so you don't have early entry, I would say if your heart is set, if your heart is really, really set, I'd say buy the individual lightning lane. If you've never ridden it and you're only there once, to me, I love it. I think it's worth it. But I'd also try to buy an individual lightning lane for later in the day at night because it's better at night.
It's better at night.
But you can still try to rope drop it. But if you get early entry, that's what you rope drop because we've never waited that long. And then if you have to rider swap like we always do because our daughter can't ride it, our second group gets to go in the lightning lane. We typically wait 5-10 minutes. And then the other half of the group does this, Maters and the Luigi ride. Yeah. We just hang out and have fun there.
Another rope dropping tip. If you're rope dropping California Adventure, you're staying at a Disney resort, use the Paradise Pier hotels / which will soon be the Pixar Place Hotel entrance into California Adventure.
Yeah, technically you're only supposed to use it if you're staying at Paradise Pier, but we've used it when we've stayed at Disneyland Hotel. Because
the key card still works whether you're staying at Disneyland Hotel, whether you're staying at Grand Californian, or whether you're staying at the
Grand Californian, you have your own entrance, so you can just use that one.
Even still, I think the Pixar Place entrance is
true.
Better
because the Grand California entrance backs up, where this one, at least it's going to become more well-known because that hotel is going to become more popular because of the remodel or the retheming, but retheming, both. The times that we have been backed up in line there, but it goes quick. And then you come out on Paradise Pier, right by Ariel, and it's just empty.
Yeah.
And and
it's a straight shot to Radiator Springs from right there. Go
straight down to, and it's, that's our go-to.
I think that's the best strategy.
We haven't come up with a better one.
Rope dropping racers. Yes, you're rope dropping to stand in line.
But for a great ride,
But still, you have to spend your 30 minutes waiting in line.
Yes. Well, okay. Yes.
But if you're if like us, where you're a family, part rider of use rider swap. Part of your group waits in line. The other group goes and does other things. Yeah.
Typically, Maters is running. I think during early entry. Yeah. Luigi's is always struggling every time. It's it doesn't open until 8, and then it's always we need to work on it.
Adventure Campus is open, so if you want to do Guardians,
it's right there.
or Web Slingers, that's open and early entry as well.
Anyways, this was money saving, not rope dropping. Ooh, there's another episode we could talk about what to do with rope drop.
Yeah, that's true. But anyways, go ahead.
So that was a very long talk about skipping Genie Plus, but
those it'll correlates into that.
And also, it's like if you want to save the money and not buy Genie Plus, just accept. Own your decision.
Yeah.
Like, okay, we're going to wait, but make the best of it. Bring snacks in line. Like if you have a stroller and your snacks are in your stroller, bring them with you in line. Get the heads up Disney heads up or the Disney Play app or whatever. Like just accept it.
Same thing that we talked about last week
we're
about
saving
rain.
money. Yeah. Yeah.
Just come prepared.
You're going to wait. There's ways to not wait as long, like rope dropping or staying until park closes. But maybe those people are walking right on, but they're paying a whole lot more money than you. You're saving money. Okay. Also, this is a tip I saw that I want to try this next time. So typically what we do is we tell our kids they can get one thing. Mm-hmm. So, and that doesn't matter, not one thing per day, one thing per trip.
Yep.
So we usually don't let them get anything on the first day unless they have seen because we go often, they may have seen something. Like one time our son saw a Star Wars helmet.
Oh, the Clone Trooper helmet.
The Clone Trooper helmet thing.
Yeah.
Oh, no. The earlier one, the pilot. The one that Jack got.
Oh, the Rebel pilot.
The Rebel pilot helmet. Yeah. So he had seen it and then he saved for it.
Yeah.
So that we let him get earlier in the trip because he had been saving money for that.
No longer fits his head.
Yeah, it doesn't fit him anymore. Or the same thing. Like, so if they've seen something, but like if you don't go like we do, we typically wouldn't let them pick something until the last day because we're like, what if you see something later today?
It's always a fight.
You will.
It's always a fight.
Yeah. When they get a little older, they understand. But when they're little, it's like they want this, and they don't understand waiting. But it's like you just have to be strong and be like, no, because they will see something when you go over to California Adventure the next day. They'll see something they want even more. So we make them wait until, they've
near
seen,
the end of the trip.
Yeah, they've seen what they are going to see and they can pick. But something I have seen that I kind of want to try is just giving each kid a budget. Be like, all right, let's say you get $20 each or whatever it is. Yeah. And then if they want to get
a couple of small things,
3 small things.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
Or you want to get this one big thing. Okay. But you have this much money to spend. And that's it. We could even make it a little bigger. And if they wanted snacks, be like, okay, but that's your budget. This is your budget for a souvenir and a snack.
Yeah.
And snacks. So especially for older kids, really little kids, like really, obviously we want to do this for our 2-year-old.
Yeah.
But I think obviously like our 7, almost 8-year-old would need a little more help with this than our 13-year-old.
Yeah.
But like, it's a good way to teach money management.
For sure.
And then it's like, you set the boundaries there. This is your money. If they spend it all, that was their choice.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and that will help you not be like, oh, they wanted this. Oh, now they want this. Oh, they want that. And like, it's so easy to just, oh, they got this. Oh, now you want this, this lollipop, or now you want, oh, look at that. Oh, yeah, they really love that. It would be so easy. Like I would spend so much. I should probably do this for myself, but I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not going to.
I want the Spirit jersey. Oh, I want this tumbler. Oh, this Dooney and Burke. I want that.
Okay, really? The kids aren't the problem. I'm the problem. Oh, look at this new Starbucks tumbler.
I showed you one today.
A new Starbucks tumbler, and I'm like, yep, getting that. There's also a new
I haven't gotten something in a long time, except for my lightsaber that you gifted me.
You don't want anything.
I know.
Like I'll say, like, hey,
because everything
do you
I
want
want
a new
is really
pen?
expensive. Things I want to expect. Like, I want another lightsaber.
Why? When's the last time you pulled your lightsaber out and played with it?
That's for another show.
That's all the time when I'm not home. But anyways, I'm the problem. Yes, I know.
Hi, it's me.
Hi,
I'm the
it's
problem.
me. I'm Taylor Swift. I'm the problem. Okay. Also, I see this a lot more in like in the Facebook groups for Disney World that I'm in. The like Magic Maker photo pass. People are always saying like, "Oh, get it." I don't. And maybe I just don't see it as much in the Disneyland groups I'm in, or maybe it's not as big of a deal. Typically, we've mentioned this, Disneyland seems to be more locals, where Disney World, it's more of like a family big vacation. Yeah. We've never gotten anything like that. We have, but...
Well, it's included with Genie Plus in Disneyland. It is not included at Disney World. Yes. So... in Disneyland, Genie Plus includes the photo pass. So all the pictures you take with the cast members and the ride attraction photos are included with Genie Plus. It is not at Disney World.
At Disney World. Okay. Well, this tip could still, because it hasn't always been. I think one time we bought one. No, we didn't even buy it. We had like some kind of coupon code or something for one. We have one somewhere. But
the one right there.
Yeah,
the one with the three boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, in front of the statue.
No, it's the one where Boston is a baby. And we're standing in front of on the side of the castle. That one was one.
Oh, okay. I
don't know how we got it, but it was like included in something.
Yeah, we had a coupon code for like a free printout.
Yeah. But if you've never been and you don't know, the cast members will take a photo with your phone. So don't feel like you have to. If you really want to, yes, they do ones with like graphics. They'll like tell you to hold your hand out here. And then when you print it out, it looks like Tinkerbell's in your hand. Like they do stuff like that.
I think the courtesy is to let them take a few pictures for them. And then like, oh, can you get one with my phone, please?
Yeah. But like, don't feel like you have to buy the photo pass or the memory maker or whatever. Like you can ask them to take one with your phone
or if you're doing a character meet and greet, usually you have the handler of the character, and then you have the photographer, and the handler will take your phone. They'll take pictures and videos with your phone, and then while the photographer gets the official photos.
So like, if you have set a budget, don't feel pressure. Use your phone. It's okay.
Yeah.
Don't feel pressure. That's just kind of a little one. Another one. Last one. Gift cards.
Yes, I've heard about this.
So like Target will have Disney gift cards. And if you have the Target Red card, you get 5% off. So you're saving a little 5%. And then you can use the Target gift cards, or the Disney gift cards in the park.
Yeah.
For whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever you want. Just be careful that you're not. I just saw this story of a family that spent $10,000. I didn't read the whole article, so I don't know how it ended up. But it was like the grandparents taking their adult kids and their grandkids.
Yeah.
They spent $10,000 in gift cards, but they were Genie Plus.
Disney
Plus gift cards.
Yes.
Not Disney.
Disney
World.
came out and fixed it.
They did.
And transferred all that money to Disney.
How
gift
could
cards.
they not?
That
would be like, you're like, oh my gosh, this poor like grandparents, like, oh my gosh. But anyways, I'm like Costco.
They just had a deal for, it was $250 gift card for $200
we didn't get that. Did we miss it? Is that still going?
I don't know.
Because we talked about it and then we never did anything about it.
I know.
But yeah, so like check Costco, Target,
Sam's Club.
Because if you can save money, you can use it for whatever. You can use it for merchandise. You can use it for food. And so that saves money.
So when I mentioned this to you, like I went down like a deep rabbit hole. There is like a group of people who are like dedicated to this movement of doing complete Disney vacations using only Disney gift cards.
Like hotel and everything?
Everything. They do it, everything. Because you think about it, 5% on $10,000.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
Let's see what it is, because I'm not going to do that.
That's what would
Let's
be.
see if you're right.
That'd be $500.
Tell me. Okay, 10,000
times 0.5.
0.05.
Yes.
0.5 would be 50.
Yeah.
$500.
$500.
Yeah. That's saving you $500.
That's $500. $500 is a lot of money.
It's a lot of money.
Even though it's only 5%.
Yeah.
And, I think I did same $50 on $250 is what I think it's more than 5%.
Yeah. Because $1,250 is 5% of $250. So $250, 5% of $250 is $12.50. But that's still saving money. Like,
yeah, it's saving money is saving money.
Yes.
But yeah, as like people dedicate, there is a website. Well, it's not a website, but it's a website that's used for Disney gift cards. And what it allows you to do is transfer money to different gift cards.
Okay.
Because you can only have up to $1,000 on one gift card.
Oh, okay.
So people buy tens of thousands of dollars worth of Disney gift cards, whether it's throughout the year saving up money. And so they don't want to have, 50 Disney gift cards.
Right.
And so they can consolidate them into, 5 of them or 6 of them or whatever. And so you can do it that way. And then once you use all the money on one, you can, transfer more over or whatever. And there's people who have like Excel sheets who,
oh my goodness.
Yeah, you track everything. I
guess, you want to know how much money you have. Like,
one thing to know is, yes, you can use these gift cards for mobile ordering. The only thing is you can't save them as a payment option on the app.
So every time you do a mobile order, you have to enter in the card number.
Yes. So what people do is they save the number in their notes app, like on their phone, and they copy and paste it in every time they do a mobile order or something.
Yeah.
Another thing that people do is they will charge everything to if they're staying on Disney property, charge everything to their Disney room. And at the end of their trip, they will reconcile all their purchases at the front desk using their Disney gift card.
Using their gift card.
So they'll do it that way. So if you want to go that route, you can. Just know that if you invest all this money, or not invest, but put all this money into Disney gift cards, that money is stuck on those gift cards.
Right. So you can spend it.
You can't use it for anything else. So
it would be better to do less. And then if you need a little more, just use, another form of payment instead of doing way more. I would think unless you can, and then you do way more and you're like, hey, if you're planning on another trip, okay, then you just save the gift cards for your next trip. If this is like a once in a lifetime thing, then I'd go a little under. Yeah. Because then you're like, shoot, now I have all this. I have all this money.
But I mean, if you're looking just like, we just want to use these for food or merchandise.
Right. Budget out what you think, and you can look to help you plan. You can look at the app and look at the, at dining and see the prices.
Yeah.
So you can plan out. I mean, and some people would want to. I've seen on Facebook groups, people planning out on spreadsheets every day and what they're going to Genie Plus and what they're going to rope drop and what they're going to eat and times. And like, people are very organized. That's not me when I go to Disneyland or Disney World. But if you want to be that way,
we have a loose idea.
We have a loose idea. So like, you could go on whether you want to plan where you're going to eat and know exactly what you're going to spend, or if you just want to get an idea of what things cost, and you can kind of, get a rough estimate of what you're going to spend on food, and then get that in gift cards.
Yep.
You could do that.
There's also, there's other small ways to save money. Obviously, if you are a annual pass holder, a Magic Key holder, you can save, depending on the type of pass you have, you can save 10%, 20% on food and dining. If you have a Disney Visa debit card or credit card, you can save 10% on select merchandise and select dining.
I have a DISA.
It's late, folks. It's late. We're tired.
I have a Disney Visa debit card.
Yes.
I've never used any benefits from it.
No. So
I just like the picture on it. I just like the castle on my debit card. It makes me happy.
When you use a Disney Visa debit card, I think it's usually through Chase is that offers the Disney cards. You can save 10% on certain merchandise, dining.
But I've used my debit card in the parks. It's certain ones, like
I think so. Certain locations, and also they have.
I never look at the information they send me. I'm like, oh, whatever.
They have exclusive like character meet and greets for Disney Disney Visa card holders.
I need to look at the benefits of my. It's just a debit card. It's not a credit card, but like.
It's either it's just a Disney Visa, whether it's a credit card or a debit card, it's both the same. So, looking at if you go to Chase, if Chase is your bank, look into that too. So,
okay, I'm going to. No, I won't.
I'll look into it for you.
You'll look into it.
Those are some good tips.
Those are my tips. I hope you enjoyed them, and I hope you learned something, and were like, "Oh my gosh, I never thought about that." And so that when you are planning your Disney trip, I helped you.
So if you enjoyed these tips, go on to Apple Podcasts, hit those 5 stars, leave a review, and we'll give you a shout out. If you leave a review, we will shout you out. We'll say,
I hope so. I don't see any of this. So if we don't, blame Tim, because
it's my fault.
I don't see any of it. I don't look at any of it.
We appreciate that. If you listen on Spotify, they don't have reviews, but you can at least hit those 5 stars. We appreciate
If you have any other money saving tips that we did not share, let us know, because we've got like 1 billion kids. And so we are always looking for money saving tips.
Always.
So,
always and forever.
Always and forever.
And follow us on Instagram. You can find us at Dreaming.
Who is that? Is that Boys to Men?
I don't know.
It's probably not.
I don't think it is. Follow us on Instagram at dreaming.of.disney.podcast. And got money saving tips, you can send us a DM there. Follow our shenanigans. We're going to Disney soon.
Yes.
Disneyland.
3 more weeks we'll be in Disneyland. 5 more weeks.
Disney World.
We'll be in Disney World.
I am so excited for this. Oh my goodness.
Excited.
It's going to be so much fun.
I am like scared that something's going to go wrong, but we have our plane tickets. So I'm like, please, nothing go wrong.
Everything's set.
Really thinking about leaving the little one. I've never been away from her this long, but I'm not even really thinking about that.
We are completely set for our trip. We have airfare, we have hotel, we have park reservations.
We have a few dining.
We have few dining. I haven't told you this, but I reserved transportation.
Oh.
I think that's another thing that we're going to talk about is because there's so many different ways to get to the parks at Disney World.
At Disney World. Oh, we'll have,
because there's Mears, which is it's just the transportation from the airport to the resort. You could either Uber, you can Lyft.
Yeah. And when we went last time, we had never been. Mm-hmm. We were taking 4 kids with us.
It was during COVID.
It was during COVID. We didn't have a podcast.
No, we didn't.
So now we'll have a different mindset going into it, and we'll just view things differently as far as like, what can we share for tips? And it'll just be me and you. So it will be way less hectic. And
for sure.
We say that, but watch, it'll be like the most hectic thing will happen, because everything was very smooth going with our 4 children. Mm-hmm. It really was getting there.
It was.
But yeah, I can't believe it's so close.
I know.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
So excited.
All right. Well, thank you for listening to another episode of the Dreaming of Disney podcast. We appreciate you. Until next time, we'll talk to you later.
Bye.